Hey guys, Megan Lynn here, Spiritual Empress. Hey you guys. How is everybody? How was your 4th of July? We had a lot of fun on 4th of July. That was good, but I hope you guys did as well. We actually had a pretty busy weekend, but for 4th of July, what did he want to do? He wanted to go eat breakfast, but we ended up we made Eggs Benedict because he wanted to have Bloody Marys, and so I was like, well, what do you want with it? Because I can just make it. And he's like, biscuits and gravy. I'm like, bruh, no, you do not eat biscuits and gravy with a Bloody Mary. No, we class this up. We're gonna do Eggs Benedict. And he's like, oh, that sounds really bomb. So we ended up making like a big old breakfast, and then we just kind of chilled all day. But I mean, I didn't. I made banana bread, and then he wanted to do pickled eggs, which I've never had those. So if you like them and you have a really good brine to do it, he just made some. So we have to wait a whole week for those. But yeah, we just cooked all day, and then we went to the pool and we grilled hamburgers, and then we lit fireworks, which was actually kind of dangerous because we didn't know what this particular one was gonna do, and we had to do it outside our garage, so in the street. And I found a dragon one, you guys, and it was $50 freaking, and I was like, let's get it. So we got it, but my friend had said, he's like, you can go online and actually Google the firework and see what it did, but I had no idea what it was gonna do. And so we lit it, and at the end, it shot at us, and it was just completely insane. But it was just funny because I'm like, Sagittarius, you gotta be careful with stuff. I feel like I have to follow him around because I'm the grounded one. You gotta be careful. Plus, no less, we have 2 tanks of gasoline in our freaking garage. So we pour water on it or whatever, let it sit, and then finally we're gonna go up to the house, and we close the garage. And I think probably about 15 minutes later, smoke alarm goes off, and I'm like, fuck. So we go back down to the garage, and it's just full of smoke, and I'm like, we done almost burnt down this house. So we had a fun 4th of July. I hope you guys did too. I wanted to talk today, well, we did a thing, but also for new subscribers, this is not a tarot card reading video or entity video. I did get your emails for suggestions for videos. So I will be talking more about entities, but if you do want to book readings, my email is wmegan939@gmail.com. Blase, all the normal shit I normally say. But if you want to do that, just email me. I'm doing half off on reading for subscribers, and I can do cards, I can do charts, I can also do entity clearings, all kinds of stuff. So just email me out with what you want. But I did want to talk today more about Destination Fucked, because it's really sad just where everything in this world is going. It's really disgusting, actually. Not to say that there aren't good people out there, but the way the government and the world is being handled right now is really, really sad. But we did a thing. So I came out on, was this Saturday? Yeah, so Saturday morning I came out. Now, we like to cook. I'm really weird though, because I can't really handle big meals at once, and neither can Sagittarius. We love to cook. It's one of our favorite things to do together. But we make big meals. We cook we're feeding 10 people. So we can't eat food fast enough. So he had made he got a bug up his ass, and he had made a bunch of chili the night before. And I came out of the bedroom the next morning, and all the counter space, okay? All the counter space, and he's a stockpiler. The price of food, you guys, is just insane. Nobody's gonna be afford to eat. It really scared him. It's always kind of worried him. So he always stockpiles whenever he finds a deal. So we bought a deep freezer one weekend. This was probably about a month ago. He's we're getting a deep freezer, because he just watches the news all day, and he watches stocks, and he's we're getting a deep freezer and we're completely filling it. So we went out that day. We have a lot of food, okay? Just in case the zombie apocalypse once, y'all can come over here and we can party, because we got a lot of stuff stockpiled. So, but I came out in the morning on Saturday, and the whole counter's covered. There's cups all over the counter. I don't know where the hell he got these cups, but he's filling them with chili. And I'm like, yo, you going to a party like for 4th of July, or like what's going on? And he's like, well, how would you feel about going and feeding some homeless people today? And like, y'all, I'm a humanitarian. I love feeding homeless people. You don't have to tell me twice. So I was like, what? Well, what homeless people are you like wanting to go to a shelter, or like what are you doing? And it's like canned goods, canned fruit, just all kinds of stuff, and then the chili. And he's like, no, we're gonna go to Tent City. I was like, Tent City. So I'd like heard about it. The homeless population here, they're saying it's gonna be worse than LA. Like LA has their Tent City. They're saying it's gonna be worse than LA. And I've never actually seen it though. But he's like, I was like, what like got you in the mood to wanna go do that? And he's like, he was just watching the news. He likes to read a lot, and he was like, and it just made me like really mad. And so, we're doing well, so let's go help some people. So I was like, hell yeah, let's go. So we went to, so on the way there, and it was a whole fiasco, you guys, finding this place. And I don't know why it was so hard, because when we got there, like you can't miss it. But so on the way there, we stop at Taco. So we got all the food, we load up the truck, we stop and we get cases of water. And he goes, well, I want to stop at like McDonald's or Taco Bell or something, and like get a bunch of food from there. And so I was like, okay, well, that's cool. We stop at Taco Bell. Y'all, this chick probably freaking hated us. We show up right when they open because we wanted to get it out of the way early. So it's like 10:30 in the morning. We were probably the first car to like go through there, and they actually did serve. The reason we didn't go to McDonald's is because they didn't serve lunch yet. So we went there, and I was like, well, like, hun, like, how much food do you want to get? Like, I don't know how many people are going to be there, but he's like, well, they have those taco boxes. And I was like, yeah, just get a bunch of tacos. And so he talks to the lady, and he goes, hey, yeah, are you guys open for lunch now? And she's like, yeah. He's like, can we have, how much tacos are in those taco boxes? And she's like, 20. And he's like, okay. He's like, we'll take 5. I was like, she really freaking hates us. We're like the car now that has to like pull around and wait for all of our food to be done. So the whole back of the truck is just like full of just tacos. So we're driving there, and then it's just in Phoenix, you guys. It's horrible here. It's really, really bad. There's homeless people freaking everywhere. But I was like, how are we gonna get rid of all this food? This is freaking nuts. And so finally we stopped. There's this lady, I think she was on drugs. Like, but whatever, she was like wandering in the street. You could tell she was delirious or something. But we just asked her if she's hungry. And we gave her some tacos on the way there. But we keep going, and it's right by the state capitol, you guys. If you're in the Phoenix area, go see. If you guys can do whatever you can do, just go see it, and it puts a lot of shit into perspective for you. But we're going, and we're like, where is this place? Where is this place? And then, lo and behold, we just keep going down towards the Capitol, and you guys, it's thousands of tents. In my head, I was like, how are we gonna get rid of all this freaking food? Thousands of tents, you guys. They're all pushed next to each other. It has to be freaking miserable out because it's over 100 degrees, always in Phoenix. And you're also in tents, so that makes it even more miserable. But we literally pull up, and it's just tents on tents on tents. Like, it's so disparaging to me because we got so much food. Like, I think we spent like $200 in freaking tacos, okay? None of that does a dent to anything for people. Like, not even if you had 10 people go do it that day, like, it doesn't do a dent in that freaking community. It is just tents and tents and tents and homeless people. But we get out, and it was really cool because I don't think the shelter people liked us very much because I don't know if, like, they're trying to sign the homeless people up for maybe assistance or something, but we just pull up right up front. And so we unload the truck, we put everything into the back of the truck, and then we're like, hey, you guys hungry? Like, whatever. 15 minutes, you guys. 15 minutes. We had the whole back of the truck full. Okay? And 15 minutes, everything was gone. Like, it didn't even do a dent. But it was really cool, though, because it was funny, because obviously we're talking to everybody. Everybody was really, really being homeless, and I've been on the verge of being homeless a couple times, and I've been in those situations where you don't have food. So I don't ever waste food. I'm very, very aware of how to utilize food and not waste it, because I've been in those scenarios where you're eating frickin' SpaghettiOs every day because you can't afford food. And that's the way it's getting now with society and with the government and everything like that, is it's getting back to that, and it's getting worse because our tent city is going to be, they're projecting is going to be bigger than LA's. So that's how quickly it's growing. And once these people get in that situation, and majority of them actually, there's a couple channels you can watch, majority of them actually are not on the streets due to substance abusing. So it's not due to like alcohol or drugs or anything. It's one thing that happened to them, and they're talented and they're educated and they were successful, and it was one thing that happened and then it just snowballed. That's why they ended up living in their car or living on the street. Is actually majority of them are not from substance abuse, in LA anyway. But it's getting so freaking bad, and we're talking to these people and they're just so humble. And nobody was trying to take more than their share. Everybody was very like, am I allowed to take this? And so everything was completely gone, but they were very humble about it. Some of them took some of our soups for like their pets and stuff, but yeah, it was nice talking to them. I mean, and they're totally normal people. Like, well, the ones we were talking to, for the most part, there's a couple off ones. I'll equate that to the heat, because I think I would be freaking hangry. I'd probably be a psychopath if I was homeless on the streets in Phoenix. But yeah, everybody was really nice. It was kind of funny, but we get back into the car to leave, and I was like, dude, like, that was fun, but like, it's sad. And I was like, we didn't do a dent in anything. Like, and he was like, no, we didn't. Like, he goes, but we enjoyed doing it. But we get back in the car, and then he looks at me and then he goes, yo, he's like, did somebody invite you to their tent for dinner? And I was like, yeah, she really did. Like, I got invited to somebody's tent for dinner. And he's like, people invite you everywhere. Like, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. If you guys want to Google like tent city and stuff, like, y'all, we need to be better. We need to do more. Like, I'm a very do-goodery kind of person, but it was nice to go and help. It's just really destination fucked right now, and I think that I'm pretty sure this whole like anarchy thing's gonna be coming real quick, because it's freaking sad, y'all. But not to have like a downer kind of a post, I just want to say that was like a thing I did, and like, if you guys could go be an angel, if you can't afford to help somebody because you can't always afford to do it, give your time. It's free, but it's something you can still. It's something that you can still contribute. I know that when I didn't have money to help people, I would still offer my time. So whether that's working at food banks or whatever, they'll take anybody. So yeah, just go be an angel for somebody today. Happy Tuesday. Just wanted to do Tuesday chat. If you guys would like to book readings, and then I had a couple suggestions for videos. But if you guys could go back through some of my videos, I talk about some of the stuff you're asking questions about. So I will be doing more, and probably a collective read for tomorrow. So, all right, thanks so much. I love you guys. You have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.